How might Fed Chair Powell's speech affect the markets? This is a question that has been on the minds of many, especially after Evercore ISI's warning of a potential 15% market drop if Powell signals a 25 basis point rate cut in September. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell is expected to speak at the Fed's annual gathering in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, an event that has the potential to cause significant ripples in the financial world. With the economic outlook uncertain, inflation data showing mixed results, and labor market growth slowing, Powell's speech could be a defining moment for the markets. Adding to the uncertainty is President Trump's criticism of Powell. This additional layer of complexity makes it even more difficult to predict the potential impact of Powell's speech. Evercore advises investors to prepare for a potential market downturn by holding core portfolios in certain sectors and selling overvalued stocks to fund purchases of attractively priced ones. Wall Street expects the Fed to resume rate cuts in September, but Powell may not provide clear hints in his speech. Factors such as inflation above the 2% target, uncertainty around the impact of tariffs on prices, and conflicting views on the state of the economy may influence the Fed's decision. Market analysts have varying opinions on whether Powell will signal a rate cut, with some suggesting he may hint at it without explicitly committing to it. The possibility of a rate cut in September is widely priced in by the market, and any delay in cuts could be perceived as a tightening of monetary policy. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell is expected to deliver a speech at Jackson Hole, Wyoming, where he may signal changes to the central bank's policy framework, potentially moving away from average inflation targeting to a simpler 2% inflation target. This shift could have long-lasting implications for monetary policy and the Fed's approach to managing inflation and employment. Powell's speech is anticipated to address the need for a more preemptive strategy in monetary policy, recognizing risks of supply shocks and aiming for a balanced view of inflation and the job market. The changes announced by Powell could impact the Fed's actions for years to come and may mark a significant shift in the central bank's approach. To summarize, the upcoming speech by Fed Chair Powell at the Jackson Hole gathering could significantly impact the markets. With potential changes to the central bank's policy framework on the horizon, this speech could mark a pivotal moment in the world of finance. The anticipation surrounding this event underscores the power of the Federal Reserve and its influence on the global economy.